We have one computer in the logs van that can run SARTopo offline. It has a disk similar to this, though maybe silver, taped to the outside, and a special USB cord like this in the bag holding the computer. This is what we use to run SARTopo. When we attach the disk drive to the computer and then start the computer and open up File Explorer, we will see that there's a new drive called Drive E, SARSoft. Within that directory, we click on the SARTopo directory. We will see these files on the right. Click on SARTopo offline.bat. When you click on the SARTopo offline.bat file, this screen will come up. Leave the screen up, do not close it, this is your server. Looking at the bottom of this, you will see server addresses. You have a choice of HTTP to localhost or to the name of the computer itself. This computer is named Susan. The Sheriff's Office computers will have a name something like SO2346. When you go to SARTopo on the browser, use that name and not the local host. This will help later when you print assignments and maps. Before we start the browser, however, I would like to mention the Excel file ca_places. In the browser, when you are offline, you cannot do a search by a place name. You have to use a latitude, longitude. The file ca_places contains the place names in California for various cities, mountains, dams, schools, any item that you might find on a topo map. We will use this file to find the location. In this example, I opened up CA Places and I did a search on the word Diablo. It brought up a number of references. The one in particular interesting is it found Artist Point, which is a summit in Contra Costa County on Mount Diablo. And it shows me the latitude and longitude in columns J and K. Those I would type into my search box in the browser. In the data directory, there are two other directories I'd like to bring to your attention: GPX files and user content. We will use these later when we try to do a park map overlay. We have already created a number of park map overlays. You would come to these files, these GPX files, in order to load the overlay map. And this will automatically register it for you on the base map so that everything lines up. Just for informational purposes, user content is where we store the park maps. Now let's start the browser and look at the maps. Type the URL into the browser window exactly as you saw it. Press enter. When your offline map comes up, there are several things to notice. The first, here on the left-hand side of the screen, you can see that we only have California. The map actually cuts off at the coastline, so we don't see the ocean or anything beyond it. On the eastern boundaries, it cuts off partway into Nevada. Their offline tiles by themselves take up over 300 gigabyte of data, so we only have data just for California. Another thing to notice is up here, you are known as offline user. There is no login on this system. It is just you are always offline. The help has changed. You don't have the guided tour any longer. That is not available in the offline version. You should also notice that in the search box, you can no longer type in a name of a place. But what you can type in, though, are latitude, longitude, such as this, and say go. Yeah, so we zoomed in pretty close to Martinez. The tiles just took a little bit longer to load. Okay, so the other thing to notice is that we don't get the same layers that we would get as if we were online. We can get the map builder. We can get map builder topo. satellite view, and we can get OpenStreetMap. These are the key layers that we have available to us. I want to talk a little bit about printing because there is a trap. When SARTopo prints off the barcode on the lower right-hand corner of the map, it uses the computer name that was entered up in the URL at the top of the screen. If you type localhost :8080, anybody scanning the barcode will see localhost as the server and never be able to find it. You have to use the computer name. So these are the key differences you will find then when running SARTopo offline.